Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Zom 100 episode number 7 reaction. Right, the previous episode it was divided into two parts. The first part was them trying to find an RV for them and meeting Shizuka, I think that was his name, her name. Finding her, also going there for the same reason, trying to find an RV so that they can get out of Tokyo. And yeah, they kind of decide to work together, and now she is going along with us. And then comes the next part of the video where disaster strikes. Yeah, like they were trapped using those spike traps, and their RV is down now. Kencho got hurt on his bike, and in comes Akira's previous team captain, and that was one of the worst coincidences that could ever happen to them, because Akira is completely the fear has gripped his heart. He cannot do anything, and he again manipulates him into working for them, and they cannot really say anything because Kencho is hurt. Their car, the tire is gone. So yeah, he has to do it, and the boss is again trying to kind of manipulate him and make him think that he's worthless himself, because that's what they do, like kind of manipulate your mind. At first, he's like, "Oh, you'll work for 2 days only," and then within those 2 days, he'll completely brainwash you into doing your stuff. And yeah, that's what's going on here. So it's looking bad, but let's see what happens in this episode. Yeah, so episode number 7, let us begin. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it to whichever is your preference, and let's get started. Alright, so here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, they're showing this. Okay. Hmm. Oh god, here we go. Oh, you see the dimensions of the screen? The flashback, that's why. Shizuka's flashback? Oh boy. Yeah, so she was like her parents probably some they're probably extremely rich or something like. What the hell? Yo, that is what? Okay, that was just shut the hell up. This guy's the most annoying. What about the other people? These are the Kosgis. What about the other people who are working for you? He's not giving them any. There you go. Trash. Yeah, you know what? These people, all of them are trash. You know what? We need to do something here. You wait. Well, this guy actually needs to. Just okay. This guy needs to die. Yep. Yeah. He needs to die. He needs to die. Ah, yeah. He needs to die. Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. He needs to die. What? Yo! Someone. Someone put a. Oh God! This guy's the worst thing I've ever seen ever. Like, what the hell? Someone whack him with that bottle on his head. Oh God. Ugh. Yo, someone, please bash those teeth in. I cannot believe what's happening here. I need what? Yeah, there you go. Like I said, they're rich. Lehman Bros. Oh wow. Oh God, please don't do anything to the. Great. I'm pretty sure they're going to do that. He's probably going to like find the dog and like throw it out or something. I can see that happening. Oh God, here we go. Oh no. Oh okay. I risk of being sued. Oh God, here we go. What? Okay, what is wrong with the people here? What is happening here? Put down? Are you serious? Hey, how do people like this exist? And this is why you need. What is that? Dog food? What you're going to eat? Oh no, that's canned food. Sorry. weekend. Okay, yeah, yeah. You know what? We like if Kensho was here, I feel like we would have gotten a lot more. Like like Shizuka and Kensho. They probably both of them could have done. Like Akira cannot do anything in this situation now. Impossible. You're gonna get a kick in the no. Ye- Yeah, you're little. I knew this was going to happen. You see, like I said, you're useless without me. That's what he's telling him. Freedom. Yo, the music. Yo, we need to assassinate this guy. Tonight? This episode is crazy. What is happening here? Yeah, piss off. Your benefit. Yeah. The worst type of people. Yeah, we need to assassinate this guy. Oh, his book. Or his notebook, yeah. And the things I want to do before becoming a. Clean her. Oh, I wonder what she wrote. Oh, here we go. Oh, you know what? One thing we can do, we can let the zombies out. Oh! Oh my god, here we go. Yeah, everything's gonna go down now. Akira, he's not going to. Ah, well, she knew this was coming. Obviously, Kenji had no idea this is happening. Okay, I feel like Shizuka probably has a plan. Let's see. Okay, what? No, she probably has a plan. I hope everyone else. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, why are you listening to this piece of crap? Yeah. Like, you guys don't need this piece of crap. Who needs this guy? Yeah, you think? I want to see everyone turning on him. Come on. Come on. Okay, what did she write? Tale of my jerk off about. Yes. Yes, he never wrote that. Okay, punch him, punch him. Punch, punch him. Come on, you're a rugby player. You're strong. Just give a good bash to his face. Yeah, you fought a shark. Who is this guy? God, no, punch him. Don't. Okay, it's fine like that, but I want someone to punch him. Okay, yes, come on, give him that. Okay, he's probably not going to. No. With that smile on his face. We owe you crap. Yeah, screw you. Yeah, in this apocalypse, zombie apocalypse, nobody cares. Piss off. He's literally proving Shizuka's point. Everyone's looking at him. Yeah. Alright, come on. The zombie's gonna come out now. This should be fun. Yes, a large hall, huh? Okay, okay. Yeah, yeah. Alright, here we go. Yeah, a big surprise. There you go. The first surprise. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Go. Leave him. Leave him. Everyone just leave. Yeah, yeah. There you go. Nice. Come on. All right. There you go. Now we're talking. The normal people, I hope they couldn't. Oh God, they're also getting killed. Yeah, that's bad. But I want this guy to suffer. Yeah, this is bad. I thought they were. Oh God, but yeah. Yeah, this is what I wanted to see. Yeah, come on. Wait, that zombie has a knife? No, please. Oh, but I guess. He's gonna save him, isn't he? Like, I understand. Like, he should be, you know, from his point of view, he should be a good person. But still, saving a piece of crap like him? Oh god. I'm not built for running. Hey, yo, that zombie's a dog with her. Yeah, who was talking about being zombie food a few moments ago? Ugh. Like, I understand. Still, I understand. I understand, but still, it's a complicated feeling. Oh, oh, they're like surrounding them with the. Oh, oh wow. Okay, now what? Hey, wait, what is he? Oh, no, in no way is that possible. That guy cannot jump. How did he do that? Okay, you know what? He couldn't even run for 2 minutes. How the hell did he jump? Okay. He is not. Yeah. Like, all's well and good, but I'm a bit conflict. Move! Just get out of here. What is wrong? Okay, this guy's the one of the most shameless people. Yeah, go away, leader. You are fortunate that they're not beating you up. You little piece of. You're fortunate enough they're not beating you up. Nobody actually. Okay, you know what? Like all's well and good, but I really wanted him to like he is getting what he deserved, but I really wanted to get at least see him punched at least once or something. I'm not happy about that. That nobody punched him. Oh, he doesn't remember. He was so under pressure. Yeah. Watching suck. Yeah, you tell me. Oh god. Well, being a leader, he did a good job of leading everyone in the end. Yeah. True. Maybe a zombie hunter. Zombie hunter. Akira. Oh god. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. This time, please keep your eyes on the road. Unlike the previous time, they're talking to each other and just didn't. Okay. I think the only thing we are missing in like is like that girl. That one girl is still left to be introduced. This one. So I'm guessing we're gonna get to meet her in the upcoming few episodes. Okay, is that it? Yeah. Right, that was this episode. Alright, so I'm going to talk about this episode as a whole for 7 to 8 minutes. Then I'm going to switch to a deeper discussion. I've decided to do it like this from here onwards because it'll be, like people who just want to know my general opinion about the episode will get to see that. And if you want to get more into the discussion, then you can watch the rest of the video. Alright, so overall, yeah, this was obviously an episode where we get to see Akira actually standing up for himself by the end of it and getting out of his trauma, or the thing that he has always carried for 3 years, the fear and everything. Him conquering that and, being a better person. Like I said, I understand, obviously, like I can understand what, like this whole episode was about. It wasn't about revenge, it wasn't about, like like doing the same thing back to the leader that he did to you. None of that. It was just getting out of that, situation and being a better person. Yeah, that is the whole theme of this episode. I understand that. But like I said, I feel like he did get what he deserved in the end. Still, I actually wanted, I don't know, this part of me that felt like something was missing from this episode. Like that satisfaction, it didn't hit. Like I loved it when he just in like smiling, like in a smiling face, he was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, boss, I cannot help you out." Like when the boss was like, "Oh, what about all the dues that you have to pay for? What about this and that we like that we did? What about the responsibility, this and that, blah blah blah?" And he was like, "Oh, sorry, boss. Sorry, I couldn't do it. I'm so sorry, boss." Like, and in a very smiling, smiling and laughing, he kind of said that. And when the boss was like, "Oh, you don't you feel ashamed?" And he's like, "Oh no, I'm sorry. Like, I cannot do anything in this situation." That part was pretty entertaining, seeing that play out. But even though all of that happened, there was part of me that, I don't know, wanted a little bit something else. You know, like I I I I don't know how to say this. Like this felt like a Vinland Saga episode. Like I have no enemies. Like yeah, it's all well and good, but in this situation, I don't know. I feel like at least one punch. I expected him to get punched in his face hard at least once. Is that too much to ask for? Like, yeah, obviously he didn't have to die or anything like that. Akira helped him out and all that. Like it was okay. One punch, couldn't they just punch him once? I feel like I would have been satisfied with that. Like a hard hit in his face. You know. But yeah, I feel like that was missing. A single punch. But overall, it was great to see. Like, no, not only that, we also got to see Shizuka's whole story as well. How she realized where she was and what she have to become, and how she has to let go of her past, looking at Akira. But when she understood that, it was too late for Akira. She was able to let go of her past, looking at Akira here, looking at his book. But when she looked at his book here in this episode, at that point of time, it was too late for Akira. Not too late, but at least it was seen like that at that moment of time. It seemed like it was too late for Akira. Because the person who technically taught her how to let go of her past was stuck in the past currently. You know. And Shizuka knew that unless and until you yourself want to get out of that, nobody can help you out with that. And that's why in the end Shizuka was leaving, and then Akira was like, "Oh, I have to give, I need to repay him back." And she's like, "Shut up, repay, need to, this and that. I learned from you not to give any crap about that. And seeing you like this now, you know, yeah." And in the end, that little conversation, that little section where she said that, "I don't want to give myself over to anyone else. I want to have my freedom to myself." And I'm going to do that from here onwards. Not only motivated him, but also everyone else who was standing there behind him. Everyone was like, "Damn, she's correct. What the hell is this old fart doing here?" He's not even like, he's just giving us orders. That's it. Why the hell are we taking orders from him? you know that kind of thing. But yeah, overall, this was an episode which helped Akira. This is an episode which was needed for Akira, for him to get out of his past, because and I'm glad that this thing got over with at the beginning of the series. This is just the beginning of the series, episode 7. Like usually in these type of situations, like things like this happen in the end. Like almost at the end, oh, the main character faces his past. Most of the animes, that's how it happens, that's how it goes. That is why I wasn't expecting any of this thing happening up until the third season or something. So the fact that we actually crossed this bridge at the beginning kind of makes me think like, all right, this is kind of good, because this probably would have been a problem for him down the line, like if he still had this trauma, but now he has somehow been able to like surpass it, conquer his trauma. So yeah, this is going to be a big asset, a big weapon for him in the future, because we've seen Akira, nothing scares him. He's strong, he's very like reckless. I wouldn't call him reckless, but he's just there. He just does everything for his goal. So him having this trauma was like a big setback for him. Now that he's almost overcome this trauma, he's going to be even unstoppable, I think. And yeah, so there you go. And like this episode really made me so angry about this guy. What was his name? No, what? Kasugai or whatever the hell his name was, the leader. First of all, he's like he has some great values, like talking about how women are like like that stuff that he was saying about talking about. Yeah, he has some great values. I wonder who hired him in a company. Like wow, like how does people like this not only that, the dad, like Shizuka's dad, what the hell is wrong with him? I was thinking like, oh, he's probably going to throw the dog out or something. He put it, yeah, that part was like, I wasn't, I didn't, I was surprised, I was baffled there. Like, what the hell? Like this episode, I feel like this was probably one of the most aggravating episodes, like from the beginning to the end up until Akira takes his stand. The whole episode was so aggravating, seeing all of these characters, or not all of these, but these two characters mainly, Shizuka's dad and this dude, the captain dude, the leader dude, whatever he's called. And obviously the Koskis were also acting like a douchebags. However, like there were way more lesser douchebags than the main guy, the leader. But yeah, most of the characters in this episode were so aggravating. Like, and that is why I wanted him to get at least one punch in his face. But like I said, I don't know. I feel like that really that they could have done that. They could have like one punch at least. I'm not telling them to like like kill the character off or anything. Like something. Like I feel like that was in the end that was a little bit unsatisfying. The part where Akira stood up for himself and actually went completely against the boss, that was hella satisfying. But yeah, I would have loved if they beat him up or something. I don't know. I don't know what you guys think, but that is what you know. Right. Anyways, so yeah, there you go. Overall, this was a great episode, and now you can see Shizuka is so much more accepting of what's his name? Akira, yeah, Akira, and seeing how his values were able to change her, she's so much more accepting and so much more, like happy about this whole situation now, and yeah. So there you go. That was this whole episode. Like I said, overall it was a really good episode. It was really good to see Akira stand up for himself. But I really wanted that boss to get punched at least once. Yeah, there you go. It's great. Like this is the thing that you remember that girl who got bit by a zombie in one of the previous episodes? Why do characters like that need to die while pieces of traps like this they survive somehow, just because like they had to show how Akira was better than him? Like that's what they did. Obviously they had to show how Akira was better than him, you know like how Akira has like like values and morals. Even though he went through so much from the boss, it he forgave the boss. To showcase that, they had to keep this guy alive in the end, while characters like that girl, like who was so nice to Akira, in that episode, she just got bitten and died. The- Why? Right. I just cannot, you know. But yeah, that is the only part I have a little bit of, I don't know, a frustration in. But other than that, overall, it was good. It was good seeing Akira, like change completely now, and he has moved on from his past. So there you go. That was my overall impression about this whole episode. It was satisfying, but at the same time, there was a little bit of it which felt a little bit unsatisfying. I wanted him to get hit at least once, like one or two punch, like, or maybe like a kick or two. I wanted him to get, but yeah. But either way, at least like nobody's going to work for him now. But who knows? Like in the end, you saw how he never really learned. He was like, oh, you saw, like, there you go, now work for me. In the end as well, like this is the type of this is the type of person he is. Like, he learned his lesson, but I'm pretty sure like he's alive now. In the future, he'll probably try to manipulate other people as well. He learned no lesson. Did he turn a new leaf? Obviously not. He's probably be like like this for a few days, and then he's again try to scam other people. So there you go. Like that's the situation. So that, yeah. All right. So that part was a little bit of unsatisfying for me, at least a little bit. I don't know about you guys, but but overall, Akira standing up for himself and getting out of this whole situation, that was satisfying, and that was good. All right. I hope we don't have to see this guy again. I really hope this guy, the boss guy. Okay, so there you go. That was my overall impression. Now I'm going to go deep into the discussion. If you want to keep watching, I'm just going to talk about this everything like step by step, like I usually do. Okay, so in this episode, we begin with a little flashback of Shizuka finding a dog and her talking about how her dad is always is someone who always looks down on other people, is very like successful, rich, famous, all that stuff, and that made him like this completely. She brought the dog in, and he's like, you don't need to look at that dog. Like, what is the point in taking in a sickly dog? As my daughter, you have the responsibility to rise above other peers. You know what's funny about this statement? He says, what is the point in taking in a dog? Yeah? What is the point? What is the point in rising above others? I can ask him that. What is the point in anything in this life? What is the point? Like, everything that we're doing, what is the point? Obviously, there's no point in doing anything, because at the end of the day, you'll all die. If you really want to talk philosophical here, I can say a lot of things like this now. There's no point in doing anything, but we still do it, because we have to. That's the point of life. The point of life in itself is that it has no point. I don't know if that made sense, but, but we still do it because this is stuff we enjoy, stuff we like, we have basic human emotions, and yeah, that is why. So the thing that it says, what is the point of bringing in the dog, is a flawed statement in my opinion, because there's no point, if you think about it, like, in a vast, sense, there's no point in doing anything in this life, because at the end we're going to die all. So yeah, at least, like, that's my that's my counter argument for that question. What is the point? Shut the hell. I've seen so many people, like, give this thing, what is the point in doing this? Not only him, like in real life as well. There's so many people who says, what is the point in doing this? Is this going to bring something? Obviously not. Like, it's just, I like doing it. That is why I do it. The question, what is the point, is one of the, like, is a thing that I've heard so many times, and it's one of the, like, things that pisses me off so much, I can't even express. So yeah, there you go. What is the point? Like, there's no point in anything. What is the point of you being here, standing out and looking outside the window, and, like, like talking to your 5-year-old daughter? I don't know how old she is, probably 5 or 4 or something. Talking to a 5-year-old daughter like that, and are telling her about responsibility and rising above your peers. What is the point in that? You know what? That line really pissed me off. So I had to vent a little bit. Right. Like I said, this episode is so aggravating. Right. In order to do that, you must toss aside the weak. Okay. Yeah. All right. So that was her dad. She's kind of remembering all of that, seeing this dude here, this leader dude, doing the same thing. And you can see this dude is like treating everyone for like food and like like beer. However, everyone else who's working for him, they're getting nothing. They're still working. Akira like trips over and like like fall. The whole thing falls down. The beer bottle, and they're like, what the hell are you doing, Akira? Like, get that up. Like typical. Yeah. So and then there's this old woman who tries to pour in beer for him, and he just throws it away, and he's like, I want some young women to give me beer, stuff like that. He says, and then tells Shizuka to do that, and starts like saying all of that stuff to Shizuka. I'm not even going to repeat that. You saw what happened over there. So yeah, and then obviously like that part pissed me off so much. Every single word that came out of his mouth, every single word that followed his like every statement, everything that came after, like he said, like like little by little, every statement pissed me off more. Like this whole section was one of the most aggravating parts of this episode, I have to say. Like everything that came out of his mouth was just so, oh my god, wow. And you can see that Shizuka doesn't like really like this is the thing, people like Shizuka who have like prior experience in like like in experience dealing with people like this guy. Like she had her dad was like a complete douche like him. She would like know how to deal with people like this. So that is why you can see she's just like completely ignoring him, never really getting anything in her head, and she's just thinking about her dad. Like and she's saying like my dad was like someone like a big, like a calculating cold-blooded financier. Like everyone from America and Europe like like feared him or something like that. She said, and that guy wanted his daughter to rise above the peers just like him. Like oh like like it's just crazy stuff. And yeah, that is why she had to hide the dog and like like fed the dog and like kind of made it like like made the dog go better. And then when the dog was better, like I was like, okay, he's probably going to throw the dog out or something if he finds the dog. And then we get to know that he put it down or something. Like what the hell? Like how do people like this exist? Right. So you can see that she tells her dad that, oh, I want to be a doctor, and he's like, oh, like doctor, lawyers, like those are the people who, what's funny, like this guy, like he's supposed to be like a very good, like as she said, like a very, like powerful, experienced, successful person. Everything that comes out of his mouth is so flawed and so what can I say, like has it's just stupid. You know what he says? I'm just going to read that part where she says that I want to be a doctor. Okay. Doctors and lawyers are to be used by people like us. You need to stand above them. Imagine saying that doctors and lawyers. Doctors. I wonder who's going to save your life at an age of 80 when you suddenly get a heart attack and you're taken to the hospital. I wonder who's going to save you. Who's going to do that? Those people that you think are, like doctors who you think are supposed to be used by people like you, they are going to save you. Your life will be in their hands. All your life's worth, all the money that you earned, all the power, all the success that you got throughout your life, everything they'll have on their hand, and they'll save you, from dying. Like scratch 80. If he gets into an accident tomorrow, who's going to save him? His whole life, everything that he worked for, who's going to do that? Those people that he's looking down upon. That is the reality. And this guy thinks he's better than everybody just because he's successful. And yeah, like I said, he's supposed to be a successful, like a business person or whatever, but everything that he says is just so flawed and illogical and just filled with pride and vanity, just disgusting. Who do you have to thank for this life of luxury here in this house? All you do need to do is shut up and obey. Okay, yeah, great, good job. And you see like how he like dictated everything in her life, like, oh, you don't need to buy that, you don't need to do this, you don't need to date this boy, don't need to do that, this that everything. And Shizuka's just like, yeah, you know what, I have to obey this, otherwise I won't be able to survive here. Unless and until I'm able to stand up on my two legs, I have to listen to him. Nothing I can do about. This episode was like I said, it was aggravating, and at the same time it was so real. Like, yeah, this is how people act. You know, everyone who have like a good, like a understanding, like people around you, you're very lucky, because most of the time people are like this. They try to just, what can I say? Like, this is what they do, like control your life, while they think that they're doing a good thing. They're making their children's life good, better, by making them go through the correct path. Yeah, am I telling them not to, like show you the path? Obviously not. I'm not saying that. I'm saying you to don't control your children or kids. Yeah, show them the right path, but let them decide ultimately, you know what they want to do or where they want to go. Yeah, if they start going in a wrong direction, definitely correct them. Not like this. You have to listen to me to to succeed. Whatever I'm going to tell you, you have to do it. Not this. What is this? As she says, it's a dictatorship. Like, this is what they're doing. Like, since you're living in this house, you have to listen to me. That kind of attitude. Like, that's why I'm saying, like people, who have like understanding people around them, they're really one of the most luckiest people, because it's rare to come across people who understand you and tell you that, you know what, you want to do this, go ahead, I'll support you, and don't try to control you or what, or stuff like that. And here you can see Shizuka's like, I have to listen to him, otherwise I won't be able to survive. Unless and until I'm able to survive on my own, I have to listen to this guy. And then when she's able to stand up on her two legs, she can just leave. That's what she can do. But then the zombie apocalypse hit, so yeah, there you go. I wonder what happened to her dad. Anyways, so yeah, and she remembers all of that, and she sees the same thing happening to Akira. And like I said, I said this in the previous episode. I was like, you know what he's going to do? He's first going to just completely run him haggard, let him do all the job and everything. And then in the end, he'll be like, Akira, you see, the outside world is so scary. Here you will be safe. You're worthless anyways. You on your own can do nothing. You're trash. So, a trash like you needs people like me, who's going to lead you in the correct direction. Just stay here. I said that in the previous episode, and that's exactly what he does here. Because that's the only way you can manipulate and people in this type of situation. At first, he makes him understand, or completely dominates him and tells him that, oh, you're worthless on your own. And now he's planning to tell him that, yeah, since you're worthless on your own, work for me, I'll help you out. And obviously, Akira in that situation, Akira's completely gets brainwashed, and he's like, yeah, here he gives a literal speech. Freedom is tough. You gotta make all the decisions for yourself. What to eat, what to, yeah, okay. He, like I said, he talks full crap here. Just glorified nice words he says. And just brainwashes him. And yeah, after that you can see that Shizuka again remembers her father. Just look at this. This is this is how this guy, oh my god, this is what he's teaching his children. Look at those guys outside, those people, on the road. Those are people who have lived how they've wanted to. You're different from them. Put your wants aside in order to win. Follow my orders, and do only what you need to do. As my daughter, don't become an embarrassment. Yeah, you want to become like them? Huh. That's your future. If you want to avoid that, better follow what I say. Like in everything that I say, just follow that. You'll be like me. Yeah, great. Yeah, that's how he like that's what he teaches his children at such a young age. Wow, good job, father of the year. Uh, probably father of the decade. Uh, right. Yeah. So there you go. And then she's just remembering all of that, and then she like stumbles across Akira's book bucket list, and she reads it, and she's like smiling. She's like, oh my god, this guy. And then she writes something down over there as well. And I knew it. She was probably planning to give that to Akira. Because she wrote it like tell off my boss. Now after that we can see these guys, the Kozgis, they're like, oh, got a good haul, but inside there's a zombie in the truck. So I was like, yeah, that's something's going to happen now. So after that you can see all of them are standing and Akira's there, and 2 days have gone. So Kencho's like, alright, we have done our part, let's leave. And the boss is smiling, he knows what he did. So Akira's like, guys, I have to say something, you guys go ahead. I'll stay here. You know what? I'm worthless on my own, so my boss will help me out. Kencho's baffled. Kencho's like, what are you saying? Obviously, Shizuka kind of realized this might have happened. She knew this probably would have happened because she was in the same place before. So she's not really surprised, but Kencho's like, what are you saying? And Shizuka knows. Shizuka's like, yeah, unless until he's able to break out of it on his own, nobody can help him. So Shizuka's like, alright, you know what? Let's go then. And she tries to leave, and Akira's like, oh, but my boss did so many things for me, I need to repay him back. And yeah, and Shizuka's like, need? Shut the hell up. Like this need to do this, need to do that, I'm tired of listening to that. And she like turns towards him and just goes towards him and tells him that, you know what, this guy, what he's doing, he's literally using you guys. Not only you, everyone here. He himself is a worthless piece of crap. He himself cannot do anything on his own, and he's just, that is why he's trying to dominate other people who can do those jobs for him. Like on his own, he's worthless. And that's why he needs you guys, and he's trying to do it in this way. And not only is this like opening Akira's eyes, but everyone who's standing there just looks at the situation and they're like, oh damn, she's right. What the hell does he even do? Just sit around and just bark orders? Is that why are we even listening to him? Now all the work we are doing, not only the guys who are working for him, but the Kozgis as well. They're also keeping a watch. They're looking at for the zombies. They're doing all of these jobs, while this guy's just sitting on his ass, just barking orders without doing anything productive. Everyone, all those normal people, they're working hard, working their complete ass off. However, these guys, the Kozgis, who were at a better situation, they were also working. If you think about it, they were keeping eyes. They were probably staying guard and everything. Taking care of the zombies. Doing all of these runs with the whole cargo thing that they're doing. They're also working. What the hell is this guy doing? Nothing. He's just sitting and just ordering others. And they realize that. They're like, damn, he's right. What the hell is this guy even doing? So this guy, I have to say, he's a good manipulator if you think about it. He literally did nothing and just manipulated everyone into thinking that he's doing something, but actually he isn't. Just yeah. So Akira says that. Akira's like, I've seen people like this. They bark the most, and they have no bite. They cannot do anything. And the guy, the captain, he's like, this is why women, yeah, whatever. So yeah, and again, Shizuka just ignores him because yeah, who the hell cares about what he says? And Shizuka's like, you see, Akira-kun, you are the one who changed me. You're the one looking at your situation. I was able to get out of mine. So I don't want to go back to that place again. And seeing you like this, yeah, I don't like it. And she gives him the book, and she's like, here you go. Isn't this your book? Didn't you start this? And she looks at the book again, and you can see Shizuka wrote that tell off my boss or something like that. tail off jerk of a boss. And he looks at it, and like the boss is like, give me that, and like, what the hell is this, and throws it down and tries to just stomp it or something. And Akira goes and like shields it with his body, and he's like, then like kind of gets up and he's like, chief, I would like to leave. No, I'm resigning. And yeah, like I said, I really hope that Akira punched him here. But yeah, instead of like using his body to like like stop him from stomping the thing, I would have loved it if he like kicked him or something and he fell down on his face. That would have been nice. But unfortunate, none of that happened here. Okay, so like, and he's like, I need to leave, and the boss tries to again manipulate him, and he's like, you're trash, you cannot survive, like you cannot do anything. What about the like the dues that you have to pay for me? Like, what dues? Shut the hell up. He doesn't owe you anything, and all that stuff he starts saying, and he's like, I'm sorry, like, sorry boss, couldn't do it, sorry, like this, just with a big smile. And in the end he realized like he cannot do anything in that situation, and he's like, let's just wait, like you'll understand one day. And yeah, okay. And then in comes the guy with the cargo, and the zombie comes in, and here I was like, damn, like I really want all these zombies to come and mess him up. But then I realized that these zombies will not only attack the boss, but also the other innocent people. And I'm like, okay, that's a problem. Because yeah, what have the other people done? They have done nothing. They were like victims here. Like a few of the Kosgis died here. I think a few of the normal people died. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? That is bad. I wasn't expecting this to happen. I was like, yeah, like let the zombies come out and just like teach the boss a lesson. But obviously the zombie won't really go towards the boss. It'll go towards everyone. That actually completely went out of my mind for a moment. So yeah, that was bad. Like the zombie coming out and actually attacking, because the other people, what have they done? They just got manipulated and exploited, and now they are dead. And the zombies are biting them. Like, what the hell? But yeah, like a lot of casualties happened there, and like the only one I wanted something to happen was the boss, but he's the one who survived in the end. But either way, like in the end, they go up on top of a truck, and they see the bosses are trying to run away, and the zombies are following him, and the boss is like, I cannot run, I cannot run. Like he ran for like 1 minute or something, and he's almost dying over there. So Akira's like, all right, you know what? Let's try to help him out, and he like thinks of a plan, and yeah, uses the car to like go and attack the zombies. And he's like, come on boss, and like takes the boss and goes on top of the car, and all the other like trucks come in and surrounds the zombies. And that is how he lured the zombies in here, and used the flare in the end to throw and blow the place up, while those two jumped out of that place, and that's how they survived. And yeah, so in the end Shizuka's like, oh my god, like, yeah, what can I say? Like Shizuka's just like, in the end she's like, like you did it again. But in the end, again, like I said, the boss learned nothing. He again tries to manipulate them, and he's like, like, you saw what happened, as expected of my subordinate. Yeah, fine example, wasn't it? Now come work for me. And everyone's like, shut the hell up, like, you know what, yeah, like, we're leaving, and everyone just leaves. It's like you're always making people do things while you do nothing. There you go. About time you realize that. And they're like, yeah, we're just going to leave. And everyone else, all the others, they're like, yeah, you know what, we have paid our dues, we're just going to leave. And the boss is like, oh no, wait, I cannot do anything on my own, don't leave me. Yeah, and Akira and everyone else just goes. So there you go. In the end, they talk to Akira, and Akira's like, I don't even remember what happened. And yeah, like I was so scared of my boss. And in the end, like, like he's like, I don't want to work anymore. Like it feels like I don't have any job which I would like to do. But then Shizuka says something very interesting. She's like, yeah, like, you know what, times are changing, there's no need to find a job immediately. So many things you can do. YouTuber, esports athletes, drone pilots. And she's like, all of these jobs never really existed so many years ago, and now we have them. So like what she's trying to say here is that in this zombie apocalypse, maybe something will come up, some kind of job will come up which he might like to do. So times are changing. In this situation, in this zombie apocalypse, a lot of things might change. And maybe he'll find something that he wants to do. And that's why I was saying, like, zombie hunter or something like that, like, helping other people. He likes doing that. So I feel like it'll be something like that. As he said, he wants to be a hero or whatever. It is possible now, I guess. It is a risky job, but if he finds fulfillment in that, then yeah, there you go. So that's why she's like, like maybe you'll find yourself like, like really doing something and liking to do something. So have faith. And there you go. And that is where it ended. So that was yeah, that was this episode. Like I said, it was a good episode. However, I would have been satisfied if the boss got punched once in his face. Unfortunately, that never happened. And hopefully we don't get to see him again in the future. I really hope that we don't see him again. This is the final time. I don't want to see that guy's face again. Good God, that was enough. So yeah, and yeah, there you go. That was it. So that was this episode. My reaction to episode number 7 of Zom 100. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. And yeah, that is it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys. I think next week is there's no episode next week. It's like a break or whatever. So probably the week after that we're going to get episode 8. So see you guys then. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.